Hey Pisces, it's Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your July reading for 2021. The energy around you in July. Let's take a look here. We are calling in our guides and angels of the highest vibrations of love and light because I don't want to talk to anyone else. And this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, cross watchers. Welcome to. Here we go. Pisces, so what's going on with you in July? I'm hearing somebody coming out of hiding. Let's see. Okay, Pisces. The first thing that I'm noticing here is the big picture. The big picture is wish fulfillment, 9 of Cups, things that you have been wishing for coming into fruition. All right. And it also feels like things that you've been wishing for or working on for a long time. This is in the past, but this is something you've been tending to, something that you've been manifesting for a while. And the heart of the situation, it even looks like at some point it felt like it totally halted and stopped. And it caused a lot of anxiety, but it's like then I just started to heal from the anxiety. It's like everything stopped. And so I just started to move on. So this is also having to do with a reevaluation of resources and how much tending you're actually going to be doing. Am I getting anything out of putting all of my resources into this? I tried and tried and tried. I tried all sorts of different things. I put lots of time and energy and effort into this. And then there's this reevaluation. Maybe I should put my energy and time and effort into something else or into doing this differently. What it looks like is you halted and got over it, which is kind of interesting. And I don't mean it in a flip way, like I just got over it. But I mean, this is painful, but it's also reversed. So there's healing that's already uh, in the momentum. There's already healing happening from this ending or from this you withdrawing your energy from this thing that you are manifesting. Happening now and into the near future is talking about being action oriented. We're going to go around and clarify all these too. This is talking about you coming out of meditation or coming out of, oh my gosh, what I'm hearing trauma bond. So let's do some clarifying on that. We'll get around to that there in just a moment. But okay, so interesting too that this action oriented thing, that's not for all of you, by the way, but I definitely heard that. So I wanted to just say it out loud. But coming out and being action oriented, your higher self is talking about high priestess energy. And high priestess energy is all about staying silent, keeping to yourself, internalizing, watching, being the oracle, just having all of the information and not really needing to do anything with it, just having it for self, having it for the knowledge of the universe, really. But this is a kind of like, yeah, I'm hearing it again, coming out of hiding. And your angels and guides are talking about a new beginning in love. This can be a new beginning in self love, but this also is a new beginning in new love. So, Pisces, you might have some new love sparking up here. Oh, yeah, coming from a place of the 10 of Swords reversed. So you've got the 9 of Swords at the heart of the situation, getting over lots of anxiety about this ending, but then also coming from a place of a complete ending that was really painful. I'm going to say that's the same ending, but both of these are reversed. So both of these are like, I'm on the other side of this. I'm healing from this. And your advice is talking about really taking this in a different direction, like really not bringing whatever this was that you were evaluating, not bringing it forward. This This wish card too, the big picture, it poses the self-inquiry, what do I really want? And so it's very possible that you thought you wanted something and it wasn't really what you wanted. Okay, Pisces. So in the placement of release this thing, here is like, here's a Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands energy is kind of in and out energy. It's kind of like player energy, and it's like one night stand energy. It's somebody who's not very committed for a long period of time. And if they are, they're committed to several people. So it's not really being committed, it's committed to that type of lifestyle. Let's just say that. And this brings on the resistance of uh, the broken heart because of third parties, the broken heart being betrayed, someone betraying your heart. So that's why it's in the resistance and in the position to release and let go. What it looks like is you, oh, I'm also hearing about grown out of it. Past, present, future. Here's in the past that reevaluation, and here in the present, I can hear that song, I'm still standing. That's the wounded warrior, but this is also about making boundaries. And this is also a big recognition, something being illuminated, or perhaps many things, because there are lots of nine of wands here. There are many agreements that have been illuminated that you have brought into your awareness, and that all affects your decisions going forward. Coming out of hiding. I want to know more about that. But before we start clarifying, here's the Strength card reversed in the near future. I feel like there's some kind of contemplation going on about people pleasing. What does that mean, really? You know, we talk about it on the surface. We know what people pleasing is, but what does it mean? How does it come up in your life? What does it mean to you? How do you do that? How do you play that out? This is giving your power away, putting somebody else first. I feel like that might be something that you think that you wanted, because when you love someone, you want to make them happy, but to your detriment. That's not balanced. So there's something going on there, but let's go ahead and clarify and qualify. So let's see here. I want to look at this heart of the situation. Like there's just motion halted, motion stopped. And here's a new beginning. Motion stopped and a new beginning started. This is very much when a door closes, another one opens. And let's take a look at that nine. Oh, right. That Nine of Swords reversed. A lot of healing happened when some illumination happened. Somehow you got the whole story. And it was painful. The whole story, I'm even hearing the whole nine. It did really blast you forward, though, into this new beginning. So, this healing process, this is coming out of recuperation. This healing process feels kind of fast and furious. There was definitely a big shift, a big energetic shift that happened. Talk about a freaking chrysalis breaking open and the light coming in. There was some illumination here for sure. Whole story. All right, let's take a look at this 10 of Swords, right? This is you deciding which way to go. Which way to go with this? I have a choice. And this is a choice in love. And this is a choice having to do with trusting yourself. Let's take a look at not bringing this forward, your advice. And here we have the Sun. This is also the Ace of Pentacles here. This is about choosing healing and health over bringing this forward. Sorry, Pisces, I just had to fix the camera there. So I want to clarify this coming out of hiding. This Four of Swords happening now into the near future. And this also has to do with resources. I'm hearing somebody's talking about breaking the bank, but I feel like it's not breaking the bank like spending a ton of money and breaking the bank. It's like breaking open the piggy bank. It's about getting the flow going again. And this isn't just about money, it's about resources. This is the Four of Pentacles up here. And a lot of times, the Four of Pentacles is talking about holding onto your resources so tightly, saving, 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 that you halt the flow of abundance. It's kind of like let it flow, let it flow in, let it flow out, let it flow in, let it flow out. There's something about that, but it's not just money, it's about resources, time, energy, effort, love, all of it. And I want to look at this Nine of Pentacles, or sorry, this Nine of Cups, the big picture, talking about wishes, things that you've been working on manifesting. And this has to do with safety. Not just safety though, but being comfortable creating the fire in the home, creating a warm space. I also feel like this has to do with emotional connection. So let's take a look at what you've been holding on to, keeping to yourself, that you're actually releasing and letting out into the world. And this is an agreement. And very much, I feel like this could be a secret agreement, Pisces. This could be a secret commitment, even that you've been holding on to, that you're letting flow out now in some way. Very possibly because there's this new love opportunity here. Okay, let's look at that. And what this is saying is that you might even feel like this new love opportunity is too good to be true. You're like, you've got to be kidding me. This is the best thing ever. All right, let's take a look at. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna get that. And really, I was clarifying this Knight of Wands, and this Knight of Wands is talking about, you know what I'm hearing? Uh, I'm hearing that movie Crimes of the Heart when Meg was talking to their cousin, and they called her chicken, or her dad called her chicken, and so she said, cluck, 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 cluck. She was messing with her, but that's what it sounds like, a bunch of chickens like getting together and gossiping and cluck, 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 cluck. That's what this Knight of Wands energy feels like. Somehow, it just feels like a lot of gossip and people talking, and you know what it is? It's like insinuations, and false hope and just a lot of chit chat, a lot of somebody running their mouth, but none of it makes any sense, or it's like created for confusion, or a lot of things are being said that is, that the things that are being said are creating confusion, misrepresentation, I'm hearing. And this is all in the release this. Release all this. Let's look at this resistance to all of that nonsense. Yeah, because you've got this King of Cups that's coming in here. And it's like, I don't have time for that. I want something more solid and stable and secure. I want something more emotionally connected. This this is the King of Cups coming in rather than the kind of emotionally halted knight who's not really into actual emotional connection. They talk like they are, but it's just a bunch of banter. And that's what is being released, not bringing that forward into the future and continuing to use all of that healing energy. Instead, let's take a look at this past, present, and future. And then we'll look at possibly energy that you don't see coming and get some advice. Oop. So, this past, changing channels, right? And this is about, you know, I really feel like you gave a lot of intense energy to this and then totally, it's like you shattered the image of that. You just stopped it. This is totally changing patterns, changing channels. I mean, this is the halt. There's grief associated with doing that. But that doesn't mean there wasn't healing involved. Let's take a look at this Nine of Wands and the Moon. The healing that happened really brought up some stuff from the subconscious, illuminated some things, helped you stand in your awareness. Yeah, your guides are like, you get an award. And this is a dual. This is interesting too, because this is talking about duality as well. This is like being in two worlds at the same time. And Pisces, you are definitely probably in are in you're definitely probably in more than two worlds at the same time. So, but this is about you creating a wholeness from that duality. So instead of being splintered or split, you are more whole because of this. You were able to bring the hologram. I'm hearing the hologram of trust, but bring the hologram together so that you're experiencing the wholeness of it rather than the duality. I love that, Pisces. I love that. Let's look at this people pleasing stuff that's going forward. Or also feelings of, in the trajectory, like weakness, maybe looking back or maybe bringing some things back into look at it. I even hear like in retrospect, like looking back and um, I'm also hearing denying. So like there were things that you were denying or not looking at. And really, this is all about not being hard on yourself. This is also the 10 of Cups. This is about being completely in emotional fulfillment. And this is also about loyalty. Looking back about loyalty, this Strength card or this Leo is definitely about loyalty. But going forward into the future, the trajectory with this thing that seems too good to be true, but that's not always the case. Sometimes it is. But in this case, this is already like, there is some rose bug. Sorry about that. Little gnat. In this case, it doesn't feel too good to be true. It feels like, here's the Three of Cups. This can be some kind of reconciliation. I don't feel like it's a reconciliation with something that is too good to be true. I think it's a reconciliation with something that has a lot of loyalty. And if it's not a reconciliation, it's a celebration of some kind. And this is a celebration of love. So I do want to look at energy perhaps that you don't see coming in July. Then I want to get some messages of love here. Messages that you don't see coming. We've got great fortune, privileged lady, an official person. Energy that you don't see coming looks pretty fruitful. This does feel like there's somebody at great fortune, fortuitous time for you in July. This is very much an Empress energy, but this is making something official. So in July, it seems like there's something that you're making official. And even, coming out of hiding feels like it's making some kind of announcement. Let's take a look at this. Protected. You are safe and divinely guided. Yeah, I feel like that's coming out very specifically for, coming out of hiding. And I don't necessarily mean like you've been hiding, but yeah, I mean, this is wanting to talk about something that has been kept secret and knowing that it's safe for you to do that. Spiritual lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. I very much feel like this thing that you have released was multi-layered. It almost feels like the lesson or the thing that this thing that you released, the thing that that was connected to in your life, the spiritual lesson that that was connected to from childhood was more important than the thing that you released. Finances, financial challenges are affecting this connection. That's so weird. I'm hearing that song. Can I get a connection? Can I get a connection? But finances, it's also worthiness, value, being valued, valuing each other, how you're valued, how you ask for what it is that you need regarding resources and love and time and respect. Friendship. This friendship is leading to more. The friendship is this dog up here in the trajectory is also talking about loyalty, not just friendship, but these are values and foundations that you're having in common with someone. Obstacles, unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. I feel like that's exactly what you're working on, exactly what's being illuminated. And I feel like July is more about momentum of all of these things that you are already aware of. The energy that you don't see coming is talking about possibly just being ready to make something official that you've kept. I feel like what you don't see coming is that you'll be ready to do this in July, where you might feel like, I'm fine. I'm fine keeping it to myself right now or just processing on my own or whatever. But you might be surprised when something comes full circle for you and you're ready to just step forward in July. Patience, everything will unfold in divine timing. Super important too, because if you supercharge it and you try to hurry it up, you'll just end up redoing it. You'll just end up going back and doing it again. So just keep that in mind. Pisces, I want to get a final card on advice for you for this month. And we've got Soul Star Chakra. Merging with the divine. The soul star is the 8th chakra, and it is the chakra, the very neutral chakra, where you can see things clearly in a detached way. This is also the chakra that holds your Akashic records, where you can review your past lives and you can review who you've been connected with in this life, in your past lives as well. This is a beautiful card. I feel like your angels and guides are showing you things in your dreams as well. I want to say this too, the things that you're seeing in your dreams, you're having conversations or um, remembering what the conversations are, that's always great, right? But ultimately, remember how you feel in your dream when you're having these conversations or when you're having an interaction. Remember how you feel about what's going on. That will tell you so much. You know, two other cards jumped out, so I'm going to use both of these. But here's life force energy, Reiki energy, Kundalini energy. This is all about healing, healing past life stuff, getting neutral, seeing the truth in a detached way, and journey to wholeness. I love this card too, because this is moving from separation and duality into wholeness. This is about being super abundant, just saying. But this is about being abundant with love and life, not just money, but that all comes together. 3D is about tangible things. So money's not bad. It's not a bad thing. Just saying. It's not all about that either. This life force energy too. I love this dolphin energy, super high frequency, super healing energy. Okay, Pisces, let me know how this resonated. And I will see you soon for your mid-month love reading. Like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Pisces.